Good morning, everybody. Good morning from another day here at the beach life. Yeah, another beautiful morning. So I didn't show you because I didn't video any of it, but a couple days ago we harvested all of our fast growing 45-day chickens. We had guests here, and you know, some guests may be sensitive to that and all. So I had the guys to take them over to another place and come early and do it out of the eyesight of any guest. You know, just different people have different feelings and emotions on things like that, or they're okay with it, they just don't want to see it, you know. So I didn't video any of it, but man, did we get a nice harvest on that. The freezer is just packed up full of chicken. Boy, I'm telling you. And the guys, of course, they got portions and stuff too. But I notice my chicken legs keep getting shorter. They're cutting a little higher when they're taking those chicken feet. So Mel was giving them hell about that too, about why these legs keep getting shorter. Well, it's kind of cool in the shade right here this morning, but it won't be for long. So we're going to work on this end of the bridge. Yeah, I'm going to jump off here with you guys and get busy. We're going to knock off these posts, cut them off, and get that tin out of the way. And we're going to continue on right here doing the planks on this side, and I'll still have to locate some lumber for the other side. So Mop and I, we're about to get on it right here real quick. And the guys are moving some tile out from over there by the swimming pool area, and stripping some forms off where they poured yesterday, and we'll get on to the next day. Another day. I've been just using this old level as a spacer, leaving it a little loose, but it's basically the 1 inch wide that I wanted to leave on. And we're not cutting these yet because it's going to be on a curve, and I'll lay out my line for that curve, that arch coming around both sides. I left plenty on the other side for it too. Go ahead, you're okay. These are nice, full 2 inches thick, and but they vary between 8 and 9 inches wide. So we got all the planks we could put on right now over there. We are going to cut those 2 posts off here with chainsaw in a minute. But up over here, they pulled the forms on this column here, and Miller's over here backfilling it back in, getting that all closed back up. And I think maybe Francis is down at the other end doing the same thing. And June, which we call Dean, he is here right now transferring all of this broken tile, and I'm having to kind of organize it over there by color for these mosaics that I'm doing. And we're putting it over there on the other side of the driveway in a semi-organized fashion. And that's what's happening here on that right now. So Mop will be transferring over here to do a little bit more form work here in just a few minutes, and they'll be back over here pouring concrete. So we are up here in the air at the top of this cabin, And you can see the top of the CR right there all the way through. And I'm showing Joel how I want to do this back end on this. So right now I was showing him fitting the first piece here. It's gonna, let me move the camera back, you can get a better perspective. So off that middle piece there over that window, we're gonna go from there to right up here. I just marked, had him to cut this. We'll do another one to the other side, and we're gonna work some around at this angle and get all these little strips on here first. And this is to attach our finish onto. And I'll show you each step as we do it, but this will be our first step here right now. Now go ahead, put that joker in there. There's no temporary on this. We're doing it. Think long, think wrong. Alright. Now we're gonna make one just the same to the other side right there. So we'll duplicate it. And that one there is probably too short. Well, so we're in the afternoon, and Cap and I, we've been at City Hardware buying some stuff, and we were there for a pretty long while. It takes a while when you order some things and all, and they get you loaded out. Joel's been putting wood up in the back here just the way I demonstrated for him to do it, and now he's going to start putting bamboo up on that. So what you can't see right there is that dark spot. That is full of screen now. That's all screen. You can see it there with it really zoomed up. And we're repurposing screen again. This is some screen we already had, like net. Same like around that Byakubo out there. And so that'll keep any insects or anything from flying and going through. And then he's gonna be laminating that bamboo on the both sides the way that I showed him there. That'll keep blowing rain from coming in, but allow air still to flow through. So he's now mimicking what he did here in the front, and then he'll come back and do the laminations. Now I've had some others ask, oh, I'm curious what you're gonna do about your sewage out here for your cabin. And I don't know. I don't know if they're curious in a positive way or a negative way. You never can tell with these comments. Sometimes you have to kind of get a little defensive and offensive and every kind of offensive, trying to figure out what people are meaning with their words. They might be in a very benign way, or they may not. But just so you know, this is a ready-made septic tank that it's stuck down inside of itself right now. You flip it over, it's got gaskets. Hey, okay, there's the other sections. And it's got a seal that goes in here and a whole bunch of bolts. Has these dividing sections right here, 2 of them. And it's a 3-part tank. So you're gonna have your 2 digestive tanks and then your clear water. And you can set it up like for a leach line going out after it's digested and all. It's a pretty good sized tank when you put it together. It's got all your downturns between the tanks, like right here. Everything's there for it. Now I only got it set here. This is not where I'm putting it. This is just where I've got it setting over out of the way. So we'll be burying that in and setting up a line. But like I say, it's not going up there. It's going up here ahead of me. What else went on? Well, we bought, I'll go inside, I'll show you. Let's walk in here, I'll show you this. So I bought this shower unit right here that's going in here. This is not for a hot and cold water. This one here is just where you take the one line off of the heater and it goes down to this little valve that's mounted on the wall, and you adjust your temperature, your water up there with that knob all the way off for cold water, or you can turn it on and slowly increase the warmth for your water there. So it's got the hand wand and the rainfall both on it. That's going to be going in there on the wall, and then off the bottom of this valve, like you see this hose here, it comes with a little short one for the heater to be very near to it, but that's a little bit too near to it. So I bought a longer line. It's in the box over here for that. Bought me some additional water filters that need to take them upstairs. I bought a faucet for this sink over here that ought to work out really well. Let's give it a little demo there. Oh yeah, perfect, man. Right dead in the middle of the sink, right straight on. So we'll be getting that in right there. And a couple more filters need to go upstairs. There's that extra line for connecting it to the heater. And this right here, this is the sliding door rollers. And here's the track right here for building that sliding barn door. That's going to be the style door. It's on the CR. So there's the parts for that. What else did I get down in there? I don't remember at this minute, but I did buy more of the top coat and more of the penetrating sealer right here also for doing all this floor right here. So we got that. So it's a little bit of what I picked up while we were out. Oh, and I bought the plywood that's laying around back to laminate this wall on both sides. I bought Wood Tech brand marine plywood to laminate both sides of this wall and right here. So we'll be getting that on also. And this is that Wood Tech plywood, ordinary with water resistance. So it's not it says marine plywood, but listen, it's not a marine plywood like Santa Clara is, like I've used in some other places on here, like a subfloor underneath here. This is not a marine plywood like Santa Clara, not near, but it doesn't need to be. I just wanted it a little bit water resistant, a little bit better grade than some of the really cheap plywoods that you can get here. They call this a plywood, but it's more like a paneling, you know, more like a paneling, and it looks pretty good. The grains are pretty nice on it, so it should look pretty good up there. And we'll get these on those walls, and I'm using this as a backer. If it looked good, I might finish it, but if not, I might, like I say, I might come over it with some Amacan for some styling on it. We'll see. In this corner over here, it's just full construction going on. He's getting more of his grids down for the bottom of the footings, the little grid for the bottom of the footings. They poured this column right here, and they poured it this morning, so it's had enough time now to set that they could pull off their form material. So they poured a base down here. What'd you pour that, about 8 inches thick? 8 inches. So he put one of those little grids down right on top of that existing beam down in there, and he tied to the steel that was in that existing beam to the steel that he put for the little footing for the grid right there. So now he's going to pour that round column. Now we're going to be re-pouring this floor and this bottom with hiding all of our plumbing and putting our drains in. So our new slope will encompass that right in. You know something we need to get in that column. Maybe I might need to send him to go get it. Do we have any waterproofing here? Any Sahara? Huh? Can we get it at Noladas? We need to get waterproofing in that one right there. We sure do. Hey, and make sure that steel's in the center. That one over there is a little off from the center back there in the back. It's over to one side, see? So make sure that's straight up in there. Well, need to send somebody to go up to Noladas and get Sahara. They got that one poured, and he's digging out here to pour another one. You know what? You're off center on this. Hey, you need to dig that over. See, the center is here. You need to start removing this right here. Yeah, we need to center it up. Don't dig out on that other side more. You need to center it up. You see the center, you need to dig all the way over to about here, okay? You're off center on that. Yep, you need to get on over there and center it up. There you go. And looks like they got this one dug out over here also. Or getting close. It's not completely. They're getting it there. Well, we've used that same set of rings on a lot of columns for years now. Ah, see, the e-bike's back. You can go get the Sahara now because they're going to be ready to mix. Well, it's the end to another day. Yeah, end to another day. I've been in there hanging out with my beautiful nieces, my one little nephew. So we didn't work anymore on the bridge today. We cut these end posts and all. I need to cut this angles around into it and cut those drops on the other side. I'll probably do that in the morning. I need to go seek out a piece of wood for this in the morning. 2 pieces I need at the other end, and we'll continue with that. And out here on the cabin, Joel worked on putting the wood that he's getting all ready there for me and the screen up here on this end. So he said I need to buy some more bamboo that he can be splitting and putting in the fill in and close that in tomorrow. So that's where that is right now. So let's see here. They got, as I showed earlier, this column. They poured this column here just a bit ago, and I have them to put that Sahara in it. Sahara is a waterproofing that you put in the concrete. So Sahara is a waterproofing compound for cement. Let me tell you, this really works too for watertight concrete, and man does it work. So what I have them to do, because this column is going to be submerged down in the water, I had them to double up on the Sahara waterproofing in it, and I had them to put a real strong PSI mix. So we put a lot more concrete on this mix than we do on the others, to give it even more strength and more density on that column that's going to be down in the water. So it got double Sahara and a higher strength on the PSI. Hey everybody, I just want to kind of touch base as we close out this day and do a little touch up on a couple topics. One topic is the mosaic that I started on downstairs. It's gonna really wanted to show that kind of fast, and I had all the tools and tiles out and was working on it. But right there at that room, we rented that to a guest, and they were there for many days. And of course, I can't be out there grinding and tapping on the wall, setting a tile, and just messing around right there at their door. So I'm going to have to work on that on the days that room is not rented out. And here lately, it's been rented out constantly. I might get lucky and it be open tomorrow. And then we have a guest coming in. We have a guest in the room next to it right now. But the day after that room will be empty unless somebody books it. But the following day, we have a friend coming in that's renting that room. and he won't be an issue at all. In fact, he would enjoy to sit out there with me while I work cutting tile and all. So just bear with me. I'm really excited to do that project. My mind's rocking with it every day. I keep walking by all my scrap tile, looking and grabbing a little piece here, grabbing there, laying on the table, going, okay, I want this piece for up over here, and I want this texture for up over here, and I mean, my mind's just nonstop with it. So I will get that artwork put together. I plan on doing some other mosaics as well. That's why I kept all that mountain of tile. My guys were gonna bury it one time without even asking me, like dig and put it in the bottom of a hole before we pour concrete. And I'm like, don't. As I've always said in this vlog, there is no scrap. Never is there scrap. We use everything right down, I mean, right to the hen's tooth, if you know what I mean by that. So I don't believe in waste. And I've said it again. Where my longtime viewers know, there is never a scrap or leftover on this property. It just hasn't found its home yet. So yeah, that's the way it is. I'm not really a hoarder, but I see potential in things, and the difference between a hoarder and me holding on to stuff like that is that I see the potential and I bring the potential to life. But to see the potential in something and just stack stuff and never do nothing, now that's an issue. That's a different thing. But to collect stuff and turn artwork out of it and repurposing and things like that, you know, and bring it back to a useful state, well, that is not hoarding at all right there. And with that, I'm going to close this out. God bless everybody. Take care, and we will see you on the next one.
Good evening, everyone. So we are here right now in our barangay hall, and we're going to witness the basketball for tonight of our team, the Texas Filipino. We're so excited. It is their first game.
Manoko.
Ay, pag-score ka mo. Wow, it's a lot of crowd tonight.
5 seconds.
It's their first game and we win. And of course, after we win, we have a snack. So we cook the arroz caldo. Namarang arroz caldo.
Ano yung pagkakara, Diyos? Pero kinapay?
Pero ako, arroz caldo eh. Ganay man sa roman, sunod belampang nyo. Katimot na pa ijo.
Kaya nung masay mo, champion tarong ka dyan. Hanggang katunto mo.
Back to casa. So it is a blast. I was so enjoying watching our team playing. It is so nice. I mean, it is so fun. And of course, they're asking if where's James, why James never go, and I said that James was busy. So I'm just the one to cheers for now. You know, I hope that for the next game he can also able to see or to watch our basketball team. And it is so many people. It's a lot of crowds. Have fun with the kids that they're just teasing each other. Oh my gosh.